So Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 4, Sloka number 4. Atra sura maheswasva bhimarjuna samayudhi yudhana viratascha drupadascha maharathaha. So in this verse, Duryodhan is telling Dronacharya, by observing the armies of the Pandavas side, he is telling who are all the great military generals that are there ready to fight. So here are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima, Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata and Drupada. From Dronacharya's perspective, even though Drishtadyumna was not a very big obstacle, because Dronacharya was a very, very powerful personality with respect to the knowledge of military science and even with his own personal power and strength. So he did not consider Drishtadyumna a major obstacle, even though he knew that at a certain point he would kill him. But what are the other stumbling blocks that Duryodhana was actually anticipating, in the fight? So that's been explained by Duryodhana too. Here that there are very, very formidable fighters on our side also who are equal in power with respect to fighting with Bhima and Arjuna and others, and he was comparing others with them. So he is giving another sloka here, the text 5. Drishtaketu Ch Kitana Kashi Rajasya Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bodasya Saibyasya Narapungava. So this series of verses are going enumerating the names of varieties of generals on each side, and Duryodhana is comparing the enemy side and his side, that who all are powerful. So there are great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja and Saibya. So we may not go through each of the characters relation or characters history in this course, but at a certain point we may discuss about that. Text 6. Yudhamanyusya Vikranta Uttamasya Viryavan Sobhadro Draupadeyasya Sarva Eva Maharathaha. So he is again enumerating about different military generals that Yudhamanyu is there, who is very powerful, and there is a powerful Uttamauja, son of Subhadra. Son of Subhadra is basically Arjuna's son, and son of Draupadi. So the 5 sons of the Pandavas, and all the great warriors who are chariot fighters. So there are varieties of fighters. So there is a foot soldier, they are called infantry. There are horse soldiers who are sitting on the back of the horses. There are elephant soldiers who are sitting on the back of the elephants, and there are chariot fighters who can fight standing on a chariot. And when somebody is called a Maharathi, so there are different gradations also here mentioned, that there is a Rathi, there is a Atirathi, and there is a Maharathi, and there is also somebody called as a Ardharathi. So Rathi means one who can fight standing on a chariot with another one who is standing on another chariot. So that's called a Rathi. Atirathi is one who is standing on a chariot and he can fight with few other chariot warriors on the opposite side. And one who is called a Maharathi. Maharathi is a one who is capable of fighting from one chariot being with multiple stages of people. He can fight with the Ardharathi, he can fight with the Rathi, he can fight with the Atirathi, he can also fight with the Maharathi, and he can also fight with several of other people. So that's called a Maharathi because he is very, very high caliber and attentive and very powerful and very focused. So that's the caliber of the people that has been emphasized here. So text 7. Asmakam tu visishtaye tan nibodha dvijuttama nayaka mama sainyasya samyartham tan brabhimite. So now he is telling, now see who all are on my side. So for your information, O best of the Brahmanas. So now Duryodhana is addressing Dronacharya as best of the Brahmanas. So I want to tell you who all are on my side, who all are equally powerful with the enemy military force. So Bhavan Bhismascha Karnasya. So this is text 8. Bhavan Bhismascha Karnasya Kripascha Samatinjayah Aswathama Karnasya Somadattistathaijavacha. Here again the political mind of Duryodhana is being emphasized or is being understood. So Bhishma is the senior most personality here, but he is addressing Dronacharya in the first place, and he is starting the verse saying that Bhavan means he is addressing him, and then he takes the name of Bhishma. Now ideally when somebody is addressed, when a group of people are addressed, the senior most is addressed the first, and then forthcoming the other people are addressed. But here he is again calculating that Bhishma is a Kshatriya and Drona is a Brahman. So Brahmanas are by quality they are superior to Kshatriyas, because Kshatriyas are the ones who rule the world under the guidance of the Brahmanas, because Brahmanas have all the knowledge of the scriptures and also the military science, and they can guide the Kshatriyas in how to rule or how to do the administrative affairs. They themselves would not get into the details of the administrative affairs. They themselves would not get into the war field, even though Dronacharya did here. That was on a certain thing that we'll discuss later. But usually Brahmanas are the ones who guide the Kshatriyas. So Brahmanas are put on a higher rung than the Kshatriyas. So that's how he is again distinguishing between the seniority of Brahmana being the superior personality to the Kshatriyas, and then he is starting to address as Bhavan, that means you yourself, and then he addresses Bhishma. So Bhavan Bhismascha Karnasya, so he is addressing Karna, Kripacharya, Samitijayah, Aswathama is there, Vikarna is there, Somadattis is there. So all these people's names he is taking. So he is basically taking the names of the enemy military generals, and he is also taking the names of his own side military general people. We'll stop in this, so we'll continue in the next. So please subscribe and follow me on this series of the Bhagavad Gita verses.